a large expression, you are trying to assign the value to a multiple variables as a part of expression by using which operator? Walrus operator. For example, now if the expression is very lengthy, and if you want to store in multiple variables, for example, suppose assume that x equal to, suppose a equal to 5 and b equal to 2, okay, c equal to a plus b, again, and d equal to a minus b, and f equal to c into d. So this is actually what I required is I want the result of a plus b into a minus b. So what I'm doing first, I'm assigning 5 to a and 2 to what here? B, and c equal to a plus b and d equal to a minus b and f equal to c into d. Now I want a plus b should be stored in which variable? C, and a minus b should be stored in which variable? D. And the result of this c into d should be stored in which variable? F. If you see a value, b value, c value, d value, and f value. But for doing this, I try to write how many statements here? 3 statements. But instead of writing 3 statements, you can write this in one statement. You can write this in one statement. I can write like this. For example, a equal to 5, or okay, p equal to 5, and q equal to 2. Okay, some result or some r equal to, okay, r equal to, I'm writing some s equal to a plus b, p plus q, s equal to p plus q. What I'm writing, s equal to p plus q. Now this is one expression, s equal to p plus q into, okay, some t equal to, what is this here? P minus q. So this is an expression which is written in one statement. So where the result of p plus q is stored in which variable? S, and the result of p minus q is stored in which variable? T. So I try to print the value of p and q, and there is r and there is s and there is what here? T. Now that is nothing but you are trying to multiply p plus q into what? P minus q, and that result you are storing in r. But the result of p plus q you are assigning to s, and the result of p minus q you are assigning to what? T. The result of p plus q you are assigning to s. The result of p minus q you are assigning to what? T. And this result of s into t is assigned to which one? R. So in one expression, you have multiple assignments. So this is one assignment operator where this complete result you are assigning to R variable, and the result of this expression is assigned to this variable, and the result of this expression is assigned to this variable. So if the expression is very large, right, and if you want to split it, you can do that by using assignment. For example, okay, for example, okay, for example, so it is like this. Suppose finding, simple example, like finding max of two numbers. Finding max of two numbers here. I want to find the max of two numbers. So how can I find the max of two numbers here? So I try to input two numbers, integer of input. So input which number? First number. and b equal to integer of input. So I try to input second number. So here what I want is, okay, what I want is, I want the max of two numbers should be stored in one variable. The result I don't want to print it. So generally you print here, right? I don't want to I don't want to print it. I want to store in one variable. I don't want to print it, but I want to store in one variable. I don't want to print it. I want to print is I want to assign it to one variable. So what I can do is I can write here walrus operator. So where I'm saying here max, okay, or some m equal to what is that? A. M equal to A. M equal to A if A greater than B, else I'm trying to say M equal to what is that here? B. So what I'm writing here, if A is greater than B, the value of A is assigned to what? M variable. Else, the value of B is assigned to which variable? M variable. And after that, I'm trying to print what I'm saying max of, max is, I'm just printing which value? Max value. Now once I run this, now this is 1020. Now you can see what is the maximum value here? 20. What is the maximum value here? 20, right? So I try to input some 30 and 10. What is the maximum value here? 30. It means as a part of expression, you can do assignments. As a part of expression, you can do which one here? Assignments. And that can be done by using which operator here? Walrus operator. So assignment expression means where you can do the assignment as a part of expression. Where you can do the assignment as a part of expression. That is called as assignment expression operator. Okay. So next you have some more operators here. Okay, there is some more operators you have. There is an assignment operators. Okay, assignment operators. You have an assignment operators. The same thing you can call it as update operators. The same thing is called as argumented assignment statements. The same thing you can call it as argumented assignment statements. So what is this argument assignment statement is? What is this argument assignment statement is? This is a statement. Yes, just try to. What is exactly this is? Argumented assignment statements. Argumented assignment statement is a combination in a single statement of binary operation as well as what? Assignment statement. Now this is also called assignment operators, or the same thing is called as which one? Update operators. The same thing is called as assignment operators, or what is that? Update operators. Updating means replacing the values, that you call it as update operators. Now as a part of Python, you have number of updation operators. Okay. So this is operators, and this you can, here I'm writing description of that. Okay, so the operators are, you have an operators like plus equal, there is a minus equal, and there is a star equal, and there is a slash equal, right? And there is a slash equal, and there is a star equal, and there is a right shift equal, and there is a left shift equal, and there is ampersand equal, and there is or equal. Okay, there is XOR equal. Okay, now all these are all these are assignment statements. Which statements augmented assignment is a combination in a single statement of a binary operation and which statement assignment statement. So how many things are there here? Two things: plus n equal, minus n equal, star n equal. So two operations are there. One is arithmetic, binary operation, and one more is assignment. Binary operation and one more is assignment, right? For example, if you are talking about plus equal, now this is doing how many operations here? Two operations. For example, the value of a is a 10. The value of a is what here? 10. The value of a is 10. Assume that the value of a is 10. I want to increment the value of a by 5. I want to increment the value of a by 5. I'm writing here a equal to a plus 5. A equal to a plus 5. What is the value of a here? 10. And 10 plus 5 becomes what? 15. So instead of writing a equal to a plus 5, you are updating a value. In this case, what you're doing? You're updating a value by adding what here? 5. Now instead of writing a equal to a plus 5, you can simply write a plus equal to what? 5. Instead of writing a equal to a plus 5, you can simply write a plus equal to 5. A plus equal to 5 is nothing but a equal to a plus 5. A plus equal to 5 is nothing but a equal to a plus 5. Okay. If you want to increment, or if you want to update, which value you are updating? A value. Which value you are updating here? A value. You are updating a value by adding which one? 5. So instead of writing a equal to a plus 5, you can simply write a plus equal to what? 5. So there is no plus plus and minus minus in Python. Like in C, you find plus plus and what is that? Minus minus. In C++ Java, you find plus plus and what? Minus minus, where you increment value with 1 and decrement value with 1. Suppose in Python, if I want to do the same thing, suppose a value is 5. I want to increment a value with 1. Can I write a plus plus? No, I cannot write a plus plus, but I need to say a plus equal to what? 1. So the value of a is incremented with what? 1. The value of a is updated by adding which one? 1. So a plus equal to 1. I cannot write a plus plus. I cannot write a plus plus, but I can write a plus equal to 1. If you want to increment with 5, I can write a plus equal to what? 5. Right? So if you want to decrement it, you want to update the value by decrementing it, then how you can do it? I'm saying a equal to 10. Now I want to update a value. I want to update a value by decrementing 5. Then I have to say a equal to a minus a equal to a minus 5. A equal to a minus 5. Yes, I'm updating which value? A value by subtracting what? 5. Instead of writing a equal to a minus 5, I can simply write a minus equal to what? 5. Suppose a value is 10. I want to decrement a value by 2. I can write a minus equal to what? 2. This a minus equal to 2 is nothing but a equal to a minus a equal to a minus 2. A minus equal to 2 is nothing but a equal to a minus 2. This is a minus equal to 5 is nothing but a equal to a minus 5. Right? This is updating. This is what here? Updating. Updating. You are updating the value of a. You are updating the value of a by adding or by subtracting, or you are updating it by multiplying. You are updating it by division. You are updating it again by using division. You are updating again. You are updating again by using mod. Mod also there. Mod equal. Mod equal also. There is how many division operators are there? uh, three division operators are there: float division, floor division, and modulus operator, right? So all these are for updating. All these are for what? Updating, right? This is very much useful. This is very much useful when you are working with looping statements and for generating series. Okay, if you want to generate a series. Suppose, assume that you want to generate a series of values. Okay, assume that you want to generate one series like one, okay, 1 3 5, okay, 7, okay, 9, okay, 11, like this, 13. Now I want to generate this series. Then what you are doing, you are starting number with what here? 1. You are saying number equal to which one? 1. And you are updating the value of number by adding what here? 2. Now you are saying number equal to 1, and then you will say number plus equal to what is that? 2. So what is the value of number? 1. So number equal to number plus 2 means 3. Number equal to number plus 2 means 5. Number equal to number plus 2 means 7. Number equal to number plus 2 means 9. So it means you are updating number by adding which one here? 2. In the same way, I want to generate like this. Suppose 13, okay, 13, 11, okay, 9, 7, 5, okay, 13, 7, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, and 3, and one more value is a 1. So number starts at what here? 13. Number starts at what? 13. Then you're saying number minus equal to what here? 2. That is nothing but number. What is the number here? 13. And 13 minus 2 is 11. 11 minus 2 is a 9. 9 minus 2 is a 7. Like this. You are updating the value of number either by adding it. You are updating the value of number either by adding it, or you are updating the value of number by either subtracting it. Now that you are doing it by using which operators here? Augmented assignment statement, or assignment operators, or update operators, or shortcut operators. Shortcut operators, right? Okay, right? Now star equal, there is a star equal, right? Now this is again updating the value by multiplying, updating the value with multiplying. So the value of a is 5, simple. I have to write only example, right? The value of a is 5. I want to increment value of a by multiplying with 2. I want to update the value of a by multiplying with 2. I'm saying a star equal to 2. I'm writing a star equal to 2 is nothing but this is nothing but a equal to a into 2. This is nothing but a equal to a into what? 2. Okay. So you are multiplying, means you are updating a value by multiplying with what? 2. Instead of writing a equal to a into 2, I can simply write a star equal to what? 2. In the same way, I want to update the value of a again. I want to update the value of a by dividing with 5. Then I'll say a slash equal to what? 5. It is nothing but a equal to a slash 5. Means you are decrementing the value of a by doing which operation? Division operation. Okay. You are decrementing the value of a by doing which operation? Division. You are updating a value by dividing with what? 5. You are updating a value by dividing a with what? 5. For that you are using a equal to a division with 5. See, you also practice the questions from. So this is what is this? CodeChef. You can open this CodeChef here. I'll tell you examples on this CodeChef also. Okay, CodeChef. So here you you find practice. So there is a practice, and here you can see practice. Practice what? Problems. Practice and practice problems. And here you have a different levels. Okay. So beginners level, 0 to 1000 is beginners level. 1000 to 1200 is also beginners level. But second stage this is. And 1200 to 1400 is advanced level. 1400 to 1500 is again beginners level. You can see advanced level, fourth level, fifth level, sixth level, seventh level, all levels, right? But this is, I mean, once the level increase, the tough, I mean, the problem, this thing will be increased, right? So select 0 to 1000, which is nothing but what here, beginners level. In beginners level, which kind of programming you want to do it? I want some basic programming. I want some basic programming. Now you can see this is a problem definition. All these are the definitions. All these are what here? Definitions here. Okay, now just click on which one? ATM. This is the first problem. This is the first problem. So already I've written the code here. Now problem definition is like this. Now Pooja would like to withdraw X US dollars from an ATM. The cash machine will only accept the transaction if X is multiples of which one? 5. And Pooja's account balance has enough cash to perform the withdrawal transaction. For each successful withdrawal, the bank charges how much here? $0.5. Now calculate Pooja's account balance after attempted transaction. So this is the input and this is the output. So output the account balance after, see, it should allow only the amount which is multiples of which one? 5. So multiples of 5. Now even if you go for ATM, right, it will ask you to enter the amount in multiples of 100, multiples of 200, multiples of what? 500. Suppose if it is asked you to enter the amount in multiples of 200, okay, the amount what you enter should be multiples of what? 200. How can you find out that? By dividing with 200. Suppose multiples of 200 means, suppose I want to withdraw 2000. So 2000 mod 200 is what? 0. 2000 mod 200 is what? 0. Remainder is what? 0. Suppose if you enter 2000, 2100. If I enter 2100, but ask you to enter the multiples of, ask you to enter the amount in multiples of what? 200. So 2100 mod 200, remainder is 0? No. Remainder is what? 100. Then immediately you should display, you should enter multiples of what? 200, right? So how can you find out is it multiples or not? By using which operator? Modulus operator. Okay. Is it 7 is, suppose, is it 4 is multiple of 2? Is it 4 is multiple of 2? So how can you find out 4 mod 2? 4 mod 2, what is the remainder? 0. So 4 is a multiples of 2 or not? Yes. So here you have to enter the amount in multiples of which one? 5. So the amount what you enter, you have to check. Is it mod 5 or not? If it is equal to mod 5, if it is equal to mod 5, then you should allow to what? Withdraw. Otherwise not allowed to withdraw. So we'll see this. I mean, previous class I said this example, but I'll tell you how to do this program. Now you have to select. So you can solve this problem in different languages. See, only one thing changes. What changes? Language, right? You can solve the same program in Java, C++, Python 3.6, C++, PyPy, C Sharp, okay, Ruby, PHP, Go, so many languages are there. Okay, you can solve the problem in different languages, right? But I'll tell you what is this map and what exactly these are, right? But there is one website. There is one website where you can practice. Okay, practice your skills. Okay, by using what is this here? Code Chef. Code Chef, and even you can also learn. Now there is also self-learning things are there. Okay, self-learning. Some topics are there. Now you can start learning. So you can start learning means how to code it. How to code it, right? So just click on this. So these are the practice problem with the topic wise. Okay. Now even you can find the same thing here also. But this is starting. I mean basics onwards. Okay. Start with zero. Start with this. But I have to log in this. But I'm not log in because of that it is not showing. So self learning is also there where you can practice how to write the code and do the things, right? We'll try to see how to work on this also. But first you try to create account in Hackers Rank, and then we'll see even CodeChef as well as Hackers at, right? So this is decrementing a value by dividing with what? 5, and there is a slash slash. I have to write only examples. Remaining is say a equal to 10, a slash slash equal to what here? 2. This is nothing but a equal to this is nothing but a equal to what? A slash slash 2. A equal to a slash slash 2. I need to write only example. Only example. Now a equal to 5 and a star star equal to 2. It means I'm updating a value with the power of 2. I'm updating a value with the power of 2. So a equal to some 6. I want to update a value by shifting number of bits towards the right side. Then I'm saying a right shift to 2, right shift equal to 2. Now this is nothing but you are updating a value by shifting number of bits towards which side? Right side. I'm saying a equal to 5 and I want to update a value by shifting number of bits towards the left side. Then I'm saying left shift to 2, and this is nothing but a equal to a left shift to what is that? 2. And if you want to update a value by doing AND operation, suppose a value is 5 and a AND, okay, a AND equal to some, okay, some 4 is nothing but it is nothing but a equal to a AND operation 4. Okay, a equal to some 5, a equal to 5. And if I want to update a value by doing which operation? R operation. Okay, I want to update a value by doing R operation. I'm saying AR, what is that? 4. And if you want to perform exclusive operation A equal to 6, A equal to 6 and B equal to 5, and I want to update A value by doing exclusive OR operation of B, then I'm saying A equal to, okay, A exclusive OR equal to B. This is nothing but A equal to A exclusive OR, A equal to A exclusive OR, what is that? B. And if I want to update the value of A with a reminder, A equal to 5, okay, B equal to 2, and A mod equal to B. Means I'm updating A value by dividing with the B. Now this is nothing but A equal to A mod B. I said no, I need to write only example, but operators are what here? Same. Operators are the same. Okay? Yes, but these are called shortcut operators because you are doing one operation, two operations in one statement, like addition as well as what? Equal. Addition as well as what here? Equal. Right? So how can you input more than one value using one input statement? Now, in most of the technical questions, right, they'll ask you to input more than one value. They'll ask you to input more than one value in one statement. See here, if you see this, if if you see this, if you see this problem definition, so what he is asked is, okay, what is the input format? You can see input format. So input, how many values are input in one line? Actually, in one line, how many values are input? In one line, how many values are input? Two values. In one line, how many values are input here? Two values. What is the first value is? How much amount should be withdrawn? And this is a balance. So what is the balance available in ATM? 120. And want to withdraw how much here? 30. So how many values are input in one statement? Two values. How many values are input in one statement? Two values are input. Two values are input in one statement. I mean one line. In one line, how many values are input? Two values. In one line, how many values are input? Two values. But using input, I can read how many values in one line? Only one value. Using input, how many values I can read in one line? Only one value. Using input, how many values I can read? Only one value. Using input, I can read how many values? One value. Using input, I can read how many values? One value. I'm saying integer of. Okay. I'm saying n1 equal to integer of input. Input enter. What you're saying? First number. And n2 equal to integer of input. Enter what is that? Second number. Means using one input, you are reading how many values? Using one input, you are reading how many values? One value. Using one input, you are reading how many values? One value. You are reading one value. I am printing the value of n1 and the value of n2. So enter the first number. The value of first number is 10. The value of second number is what? 2. What is the value of n1? 10. The value of n2 is what? 20. Is it values are entered in one line or two different lines? Two different lines, because each input will read value in one line, right? One line. Now this is first value and this is what here? Second value. But I want to input this both the values in one line. I want to input this both the values in one line. One line means using how many input statements? One input statement. Using how many input statements? One input statement. I want to read how many values? Two values. Using one input statement, I want to read how many values? Two values. So what will happen? How can I read more than one value using one input statement? But actually input statement read one value or more than one value? One value only. It will read how many values? One value. How to read? This is very important. This is very important. How to read? How to read? Sorry. How to read more than one value using one input statement? How to read more than one value using one input statement? How can you read more than one value using one input statement? So actually okay, input function, actually input function read only how many values? One value. Input function read how many values? One value. But input function read the value, it will read the value of type, it will read the value of type which one? String. Input function return the value as which type? String. Input function return the value as which type here? String. For example, I'm saying s equal to input. Okay, s equal to input, enter values. I'm saying enter values. Are you doing any conversion here? Tell me here, are you doing any conversions here? No. It means whatever values I input, it will return as one. Whatever values I input, it is written as one string. Whatever value I input, it is written as one string. Now suppose I enter, okay, 10. What is the value of s? 10. If I enter, okay, 10 space 20. What is the value of s? Tell me here, what is the value of s? I enter value of, suppose I enter 10. What is the value of s? 10. I enter 10 space 20. What is the value of s? 10 space 20. What is the value of s? 10 space 20. 10 space what? 20. Because always input will read the value as which type? String type. Okay. If I enter, suppose if I enter 101 Naresh Python, 101 Naresh Python. So I input how many values? Three values or one value? I enter three values or one value? Is it this three values or one value? Input will read how many values? One value. Input read how many values? One value, and one value is of type which one? String. It will read one value of which type? String. Now S is having one value or three values? One value. And that one value contain how many values? Three values. That string is having how many values? Three values. Now this string, what do you do it? Split. What do you do it? Split it. Split into how many values? Three values. Okay, but input will read how many values? One value. Of which type? String type. Input will read only one value of which type? String type. Okay. If I'm saying 10, what is the value of s? 10. If I enter 10 20, what is the value of s? 10 20. Okay. And if I run this, if I say 10 20 30 40 50, 10 20 30 40 50, what is the value of s? 10 20 30 40 50. Is it one string or not? Yes. It is only one value. It is only one value. One value means it is like this here. S equal to within double quotes 10 space, 20 space, 30 space, 40 space, 50. What is the value of S? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Is it one value or five values? One value only. It is how many values? One value. Of which type? String type. Okay. And this one value you have to split into how many values? Five values. But if you want to split it, way to split you have to define or not? Yes. Generally, string. Now this is string, right? String is having one function. String is having one function called what? Split. String is having one function called split. Split is a function. String provide one function called split. And split function split one string into number of substrings. Split function split the string into what? Number of substrings. Number of strings. Split function split the string into what? Number of strings. Number of strings and return that into one collection. It will return that into one collection called a list. It will return those values into one collection called which one? List. So I'm saying L list equal to, you'll write S dot. S is what now? String. S is what? String. And string class is having one method or one function called which one? Split. And by default, the split splits the string by using separator as what? Space. What is a separator? The split uses space. So after 10 there is a space or not? Yes. After 20 there is a space or not? Yes. After 30 there is a space or not? Yes. After 40 there is a space or not? Yes. Now it will split this into how many values? Five values. Now if you say print, yes is how many values? One value. But list is having how many values? Five values. S is only one value, but list is how many values? Five values. And these are five values of which type? String type. These are five values of which type? String type. Okay, now if you want to input more than one value using input, You input more than one value using one input and split that input into number of values. Split that input into what? Number of values by using which one? By using which one here? Split. By using which one? Split. And split by default, it will split one string into how many strings? Number of strings by using which one? Separator. What is the default separator it uses? Space. What is the default separator it uses? Space. Space. It uses space. Okay, now the default separator it uses space. Okay, now this is one value, and this one value you are trying to split into how many values? 5 values. Now splitter. Now your split is a predefined. Sorry, no splitter. Split is predefined. Split is a predefined method or function of which one? String. So we split the string okay into number of what? Substrings. Using what? Separator. Using separator. The default separator used by split is what? Space. What is the default separator used by split here? Space. Now see this problem. So input dot what? Split. Input dot split. Means input two values you are splitting into how many input one value you are splitting into how many values? Two values. So here you enter 30. 30 is what? Amount to be withdrawn. 120 is what? Balance. 120 is what? Balance. Now these two values, this one value you are trying to split into how many values? Two values. This one value you are trying to split into how many values? Two values. This one value you are trying to split into how many values? Two values. If I see your faces right, like looking something else. ఏ అరుస్తూనే ఉన్నాను నేను, ఇట్లనే చూస్తున్నారు మీరు. So input will read how many values? One value. One value you are trying to split into more than one value using split. So split uses what is the separator? Space. Okay. So split will return what? List. Okay, that list contain number of values. Now it is like this. S equal to some input. 10. Okay, Naresh, Python 5000. Right? Input how many values? Input how many values? One value. Input how many values? One value. Okay. So this value gets stored in what? S. This value gets stored in S. What is the value of S? 10, Naresh, Python 5000. Can I split this into 5 values or not? 4 values or not? Yes. S dot split. S dot split. Right? And then now list is having how many values? 4 values. One value split into 4 values. Right? But once you split, the split values also what? String. The split values also what here? String. Right? And this string you want to convert into a specific type. If you want to convert this string into a specific type, what you have to do is you have to use one more function. What is that function you have to use is map. So map is nothing but applying. Mapping is nothing but what? Applying. Applying. What you want to do is, what I want to do is I want to apply one function on each value of the list. I want to apply one function on each value of the list. Then I'm using one predefined function called which one? Map. Mapping is nothing but applying. Means I want to convert each value of the list into which type? Integer type. I want to convert each value of the list into which type? Float type. I want to convert each value of the list into which one? Complex type. Then how can I convert that? By using which one? Map. So map is a predefined function. Map is one predefined function. Map. It is a predefined function in Python. It is a predefined function in Python. This function is used to apply what? A function, apply a function on which one here? Collection of what? Values. If you want to apply a function on a collection of values, you are applying it by using what? Map. Collection of values, or values exist in what? Collection. Each value of a collection. Now that can be done by using which function here? Map. So map it followed by map followed by function. Which function you want to apply? And then it followed by which one? Collection. Then it followed by collection. So map a function, after applying the function, it returns one more collection. After that, it will return one more collection. One more collection it will return. Okay, one more collection it will return. Now, what you are doing is, for example, I said s equal to input. Now, I try to input 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is one value. Then I'm trying to split this into how many values? I try to split this into how many values? 5 values. S dot split. Then now list is having how many values? 5 values. Then I'm saying map. I want to convert each value. Is it these values are strings or not? Yes. I have to convert these values into which type? Integer type. Now map integer comma list. When I say map integer comma list, it will take each value from list. Now, first value it will read and apply which function? Integer function. It will read the second value and apply which function? Integer function. It will read third value and apply which function? Integer function. Means each value of the list is converted into which type? Integer type. Each value of the list is converted into which type? Integer. After converting, I want to assign each value of this conversion to 5 variables. I'm saying A, B, C, D, E. So after converting, each value it is assigned to one variable. Now first value is assigned to which one? A. Second value is assigned to which one? B. Third value is assigned to which one? C. Right? It is nothing but you are assigning this list of values to how many variables? You are assigning this list to how many variables? 5 variables. That is nothing but unpacking. You learn this. Unpacking. Packing means grouping. Unpacking means extracting. You are extracting each value from the list and assigning to which variable? 5 variables. Now first value you are assigning to A, second value you are assigning to B, third value you are assigning to C, fourth value you are assigning to D, and fifth value you are assigning to E. But when you are assigning it after applying which function? Integer function. Now A, B, C, D. Now A, B, C, D, E. So how many values are there? 5 values. Right? This is input and then split and then what? Input and then split it and then convert it. Input value and then split it and then convert it. Now instead of writing how many statements? 1, 2, 3. You can write everything in one statement. A comma B comma C comma D comma E equal to map of integer comma input dot, what is this here? Split. Okay, now you can write in how many statements here? Only one statement. First, what you are doing? You are trying to input the values, and that input value is split, and that split value is what? Converted and assigned to how many variables? 5 variables. Okay, now then I said 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So what is the A value? 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. If you want to print A, B, C, D, E. Now these values are 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. If I'm trying to say A comma B equal to map of float, input dot, what is input? Input will read one value, right? Input will read one value, right? And that value you are trying to split. Input read one value, that value you are trying to split. I'm saying 1.5, 2.5. What is the value of A, B? 1.5 and 2.5. So instead of writing, first statement is input, second statement is what? Split. Third statement is what? Map. First statement is what? Input. And this input value is what? Split. And then map and assign to how many variables? 5 variables. So you want to write three statements or one statement? One statement. Why you want to write three statements? Instead of writing three statements, you can write how many statements? One statement, right? So this is how you read more than one value using which function? More than one value using which function? Input function, right? But input function cannot read more than, okay, now input function cannot read more than one value. Input function will read how many values? One value. And that one value you are trying to split into more than one value. And after splitting into more than one value, you are trying to convert those values into an appropriate type by using which function? Map. You are converting that into an appropriate values by using which function? Map. Map function, right? Is it clear, this one? Suppose assume that, okay, just see it. Suppose write a program, to add two numbers. Okay, simple one. Write a program to add two numbers. Okay, write a program to add two numbers. What I'm saying here, A comma B. A comma B. What should I write here? Tell me, how can I input? A comma B equal to what? Map. Next is integer comma input. Enter any two numbers. Enter any two numbers. So input numbers, you are trying to what? Split. Then C equal to A plus. C equal to what? A plus B. A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C. Now once you run this, 100 space 100 space 200. 100 space 200. Now 100, 200, and result is what? 300. Okay. So integer comma input. Enter any two numbers. What is the result of this? 100, 200. 100, 200 is split into how many values? Two values. 100 and 200. And 100 and 200 is converted into which type? Integer type. And each value is assigned to one variable. First value is assigned to A, and second value is assigned to what? B, right? But if you don't want to write in one statement, then you can write first input, then split, then convert, and then store, and then add. You can write like this also. S equal to input. Input what? Enter any two numbers. This is the first statement. What is the second statement? S dot what? Split. Split. And what is the third statement? A comma B equal to map integer comma list. Then C equal to A plus B, and then print A value, B value, and C value. So first I input the value and store that value into S. Then I split that value and assign to list. And I convert those values into integer and assign to A and B. And then I said C equal to A plus B. Now how many? So is it this will take more space or not? Yes, because I declare S, L, all these things are not. But here directly we input value, and that input value we split and convert and store into A and B. Now even you can make this more simple also. Even this can be done more simple also. Okay, right now you can simplify this also. What you can do is you can use C equal to which one? This is which operator? This is which operator? This is which operator? Walrus operator. So everything is written in how many statements now? One statement. Everything is written in one statement. Now I say no, there is no multi-line comment in Python. There is no multi-line comment in Python. But some people they'll say that three single quotes, three double quotes is huh? Three single quotes and three double quotes is for what? Multi-line comments, huh? Three single quotes, double quotes is for commenting, huh? Commenting, writing a string, writing string, documentation, string. But even though some students they are not listening it, right? In when I see in Telegram discussion, they are doing it. But one person saying three single quotes is for multi-line comment. Then how you represent multi-line string? If it is multi-line comment, comments are ignored or not? Comments are executed or not executed? Not executed. Then how you represent multi-line string? If that is a comment, then how you represent multi-line string? Yes or no? That you have to think at least that one, right? Okay, comments are ignored. Comments are what? Ignored. So there is no multi-line comments in what? Python. If you want to put multiple lines in comments, you have to write hash how many times? More than one time. But you should not think that writing in what? Three single quotes, three single quotes and three double quotes. It is not called as a multi-line comment. It's not a comment. Commenting is ignoring, right? But is it creating or ignoring? Is it this will create or ignore? Create. What it create? Multiple line string object. So generally it is used for representing multi-line string, and it is also used for representing dog string. Dog string, this represent one string object. This is one string object. This is one string object, right? You, if you want, you can just Google it. There's no multi. According to Python author who developed Python, Guido van Rossum, right? According to him, okay, not me myself, right? The person who developed, he said that there is no multi-line comments in what? Python. There is only single line comments. And what is that? Hash. Okay. So comments are ignored. Comments are ignored. Comments are ignored. Okay. A and B. A, B. Oh. So this is multiple assignments, right? So map is map. You have to take care of this parenthesis. So that is one more problem here. So why? Because when you're doing multiple assignments, right? This is multiple. Okay, this is multiple assignments. Somewhere if parenthesis gone, then you don't get it, right? So you can write like this also. Let's see again later. But this is split because I have to put in multiple. Then this is AB and this is AB and A plus B. Write in separately and C equal to A plus B. But you can write in one statement also. But that syntax, once I have to check that, right? So write a program to add two numbers. Now we have again moved to beginning because of reading multiple values. So how many ways can you give the input to the program? How many ways can you give the input to the program? How many ways can you give the input to the program by using which function? Input function. First one is what? Input function. You can give the input to the program from files. You can give the input from the database. You can give the input from command prompt. You can give the input to the program from where? Command prompt. Command prompt. You can input to the program from where? Command prompt. Now can you execute the program from command prompt or not? Yes. I'm saying Python some test one dot test1.py. Now I'm trying to send values from here. Can I give the values to the Python program from command prompt? Yes. This you call it as which one? Command line. These are called as what? Command line arguments. These are called as command line arguments. Command line arguments. Generally, these command line arguments are useful if you are developing tools. If you are developing tools which runs in which prompt? Command prompt. For example, if you take Python is provided one tool called pip. Pip is one command. Pip is one command which is written in which language? Python only. So to this pip command, I am sending one command called which one? Install. So what is the name of the program? Pip. Now I am sending one value. What is the value I am sending to the pip install? Install. I am telling the pip install which library? NumPy. How many values I am sending to the pip? How many values I am sending to the pip? Two values. What is the first value? Install. What is the second value? NumPy. How many values I am sending to the pip? Two values. First value is install. Second value is what? NumPy. In the same way, now there is one program. There is one program called add. Add.py. Now, is it add is one program or not? Yes. To this, I am giving how many values here? Two values. But where you are giving this value set? You are giving this value set what? Command prompt. The values which are given at command prompt. The values which are sent from command prompt to the program are called which one? Command line. Command line arguments. Command line arguments. Just write about this. Command line giving input. Command line arguments. Command line arguments. Now these are useful. These are useful. These are useful if you want to, if you are developing some tools, right, which runs at what? Command prompt. Command line arguments. What is command line arguments? Command line is nothing but DOS prompt. Command line is nothing but what? DOS prompt. Command prompt. The values which are sent from command prompt to the Python program are called command line arguments. The values sent from command prompt, sent from command prompt to which program? Python program are called which one? Command line arguments. The values sent from command prompt to Python program are called command line arguments. Ready or not? So rather than you are giving values by using which function? Input function. You can also give the values at command prompt while executing the program. And that values are called which one? Command line arguments. And where these command line arguments are stored? Okay, I write one program. Just here. I write one program. Okay, some program. One program. Okay, this is my program. I'll say test. Okay, test some 34, right? I write one program. Now just go to the command prompt. Where is my program in? Which drive here? F drive. Okay. Now just open F drive where you save the program. I said CD, change the directory. Which folder? My folder, right? So I'm inside which folder now? My folder. Okay. How can I know that? I have to say now CD will give directly. So I'm in my folders here. Untitled. Yes. In my folder. No, users only. That PWD not work here. We'll do one thing. F colon is. Now I change to my folder. What is my folder? Python 7 a.m. April, right? Now just try to see here. I'm trying to execute. I'm trying to execute the program by saying Python. What is the name of my program? Test 34 dot py. I send it 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. How many values I send to this program? Five values. How many values? Five values. Is it this five values are received by? Is it this five values received by which program? Test 34. This is my test 34, right? But this program is empty. Where these values are stored? I send values, right? When I send values, there should be some receiver or not. Yes. I send from command prompt. When I send values, there should be some receiver who will hold these values or not. Yes. So there is one receiver. There is one receiver which hold these values. Now there is one predefined variable. There is one predefined variable, environment variable, or predefined variable or environment variable, and this variable is exist. This variable is exist in which module? Sys module. Sys means what? System. Sys means what? System. System is which system? What is system here? Sys module contains system related functionality. System. Who execute the Python program? Who execute the Python program? System. What system? Python virtual machine. What is the system here? Python virtual machine. So sys module is having all the functions related with what? Python virtual machine. So whatever values I'm sending from command prompt to the program, who's holding? Python virtual machine. Who's holding these values? Python virtual machine. And where this Python virtual machine is storing these values? Into one variable. Into one variable. Into one variable. And the name of that variable is now sys module is having one variable called argv. Sys module is having one variable called what? Argv. Arg means argument, and v means what? Values. Argument values. Which argument values? Argv is argument values. Which argument values? Command line argument values. Argv is what? Variable. Is it predefined or user defined? Is it argv is a predefined or user defined? Predefined. And this variable is there in which module? Sys module. This variable is there in which module? Sys module. Who create argv variable? Python virtual machine to hold which values? Command line arguments. To hold which values? Command line arguments. Okay. So sys module. Sys is which module? Predefined or user defined? Predefined. Sys sys, right, is a predefined module in Python, right? But you learn some more functions, right? Sys module is having what? Functions belongs to what? Python virtual machine. What is this? PVM. Who execute the Python program? Python virtual machine. So who will receive these values? Python virtual machine, and store in one variable. What is that variable? argv. It will store in one variable called argv. So argv is a predefined variable. Is a predefined variable of which module? Sys module. Argv is a variable of type or object of type which one? List. Because how many values you are sending? How many values you are sending? 0 or more. But where it will store all these values into one collection. What is that collection here? List. Now argv is of which type? List type. Argv is of which type? list type. It contain all the values sent from where? Command prompt. So ARGB holder, okay, store all the values, sent from what? Command prompt. Or you can say ARGB hold command line, or you can say ARGB hold what? Command line what? Arguments. ARGB hold command line arguments. Getting or not? So what is a sys is a predefined module. So how many ways can you give the input using input function? You can give the input to the program using which function? Input function, or you can give the input to the program from where? Command prompt. And the values what you give from the command prompt, and that you call it as which one? Command line arguments. We'll discuss about this. What is ARGB, right? Tomorrow we'll see, right? Today we'll stop it here and tomorrow we'll continue this, right? Thank you. We'll see tomorrow, right?